Hey, saints, glory be to God. So, as I'm sitting here, I want to answer this question: what is faith? Now, this is not as simple as it sounds, but I'm going to try to answer it in its simplest form. So, the first correction is faith is not to have, it's to be. What I'm saying is, you have a mindset and the capacity to house the thought that what you can never see and what you have not seen, God will do it and God has done it. In order to get that mindset, you have to have the faith to know that it's already done. See, it's a form of thinking. And you don't exercise faith to get something or to have something. You exercise faith in knowing that only God can do it. Now, if you can operate in faith in a way that even Christ operates in faith, I promise you your faith would even be bigger than the size of a mustard seed. But if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, that's a whole lot of thought towards God. And notice I said thought towards God, because there is no faith without God. Now, faith and the seen does not walk together. Hope you get that. If it's something that you're looking to see, chances are it won't happen, because you have the idea in your head that for you to see it it's confirmation of your faith. So you're already not even walking in faith. My God, I hope you get this. So you remember, or if you read the walk that Christ walked in, that he can even speak to a father to tell the father that by the time he get home, or by him just being there and having faith that he has, his daughter is already healed. Now, Christ is not even thinking that he needs to see the healing. He's just telling him that the healing is already taking place. Now, the problem with some of us, when we exercise faith or try to exercise faith, we're looking for the manifestation. The less manifestation you look for proves the greater your faith is. I hope you get that. The ability to have a mindset that you know that it's already done, or God is going to do it anyway. You don't even need to see it. Watch this. I remember when my daughter passed away, and I remember I said to God, but you told me she was going to live to be a certain age. And he says to me, do you believe me? Now, I could tell you that I was walking in faith at that time until I got the revelation. Now, Christ walked in faith so much, he didn't need to get a revelation to just be Christ. Now, that shows you how far from grace we have fallen, right? And how short of glory we are. So let me get back to the confirmation of my daughter. When the Lord said to me, do you still believe me? I had to stop and I had to think, and then I got it. Even though I have seen her in the physical gone and died, am I still going to believe God that she lives? My God. It takes a certain faith to be able to do that, because what I am seeing is saying something. But my faith is now required for the unseen. The seen has nothing to do with faith. See, when it shows up, you need to now step out of faith and step into glory. If you're ever in a position where God has promised you something, like Sarai, when God told Sarah that she was going to be pregnant, what Sarah saw was her age. What Sarah saw was what the biology of man says, was that she could not get pregnant, and that's what she was basing it on. But the unseen was what Sarah needed to step into, that the moment she latched on to that which is unseen is her exercising her faith, and that is where God works the most miracle, because he is a spiritual God. So he is in the background working on the invisible things anyway. And that is where he lives. That's where all miracle lives, is in the invisible. But when the invisible becomes visible, we don't need to exercise faith anymore. We need to exercise glory. We need to just exercise glory and move our faith now to the next unseen thing. So if you see a blind man and you're looking for a miracle, then the miracle should be in the sight that you have not yet seen. And don't even wait around for him to get sight, because that alone is weakening your faith. It's the ability to be like Christ that just says, pick up your bed and walk. He didn't even have to lay hands. It's the ability to spit in mud and slap it on that man's eye and tell him to go and complete the rest of the instruction, knowing that it's going to happen anyway. It's the ability to speak to a father and tell them your daughter is already healed just by you having faith enough to believe in me. It's knowing that the healing it's already taken place without even having to see it. My God. So what is faith? Faith is to be and not to have. Faith is the mindset that only God can. Faith is about the unseen, not the seen. What we need to do is exercise our mind to know that only God can create a manifestation of that which is impossible and that which is unseen, because that is where the Holy Spirit does his work. Hopefully this was able to help somebody be faith instead of trying to have something through faith.